Hey everyone, it is your host Cyber and welcome to another video. In today's video, I wanted to post a video of my gaming setup 2.0. If you haven't seen my first ever gaming setup that I made when I had my old PC, you should guys definitely check that out and then come back to this one to see the difference between the old one and now. I built this PC that I'm showing you. I built completely from scratch up, from bottom up, and I'm pretty excited to show you everything that I have built. I do want to acknowledge everyone for those PC enthusiasts out there that are gonna probably tell me in the comments that I should really do better cables management. My cable management is pretty much crap. I have to explain first. I'll explain as I go. So if you want to know why some of the wires are not exactly the way as you expect them to be, there's a reason why. So let's get started and I'll show you. So this is the gaming PC that I've fully built. You can see some fingerprints. I have to clean the glass, but this is actually the PC that I've built, and I know that this is why I had the cable management kind of weird because I have a USB cable that goes out through one of these ports with as well as a audio port going out. This is from actual soundbar, so I integrated the soundbar into my computer. That's why the wires are there. I tried putting it in the back, but it just wouldn't work. Unfortunately, um, I still try to figure it out, but that's how for right now. So this PC I've actually spent about $849 in total, and I'm going to explain to you the specs. So right now it has an Intel i5 10400 F CPU clocked at 2.90. It's overclocked to about 4,000, which is 4 gigahertz. Pretty fast, right? Pretty fast. With an NVIDIA GeForce 1650 4 gigabyte GPU, 32 gig sticks. Actually, I have a total of 56. If you guys look very carefully between the middle of them, there are two other DDR4 sticks the same speed. Actually, these are 2400 speeds, but they can be over. Their manufactured speeds are 3200 MHz. So I did use XMP for these two, so they're going matching the same speed as the other two sticks that you see that doesn't have RGB. I'm going to be getting RGB actually to fill the same ones to fill those two as well. But at total, I don't have any performance issues. I have an RGB strip that goes all around the case. I am eventually going to get. I do have an i7 awaiting to be put into this PC, but I currently cannot do that right now because the cooler that I have right now doesn't support the TDP of 250 watts from the CPU, so it will just overheat and all my fans will start spinning really loudly, and that's no good. I don't want to break my own, CPU. And the power supply is a 750 watt EVGA power supply it does has TPM installed. That is hardware level, but software level. Let's see what else it has. This isn't a really nice Mestify C fractal case. Looks really nice. It has some audio ports, reset button, 3.0 ports. If we look in the back, you can see that there are these IO ports. I'm gonna try to do my best. As you can see here, I'm running Windows 10 Pro, and I'm pretty excited about that. So actually, I was going to install Windows 10 Home, but Pro has a little bit more features, so I basically stick with what I liked. I have a Razer Corona Light keyboard. Yes, I know it has to be cleaned. I have a what was this one called? A G203 LightSync gaming mouse. This is actually a really good gaming mouse. I really like it. And it fits my hand perfectly fine, just as I like it. I have a Spectre 75 hertz monitor, fully beautiful in 1080p when I play 1080p games. It has a really slim bezel, as you can see. This is pretty amazing monitor. It does have built-in speakers, but I don't use the built-in speakers because they are terrible. I wish they came with better speakers, though. It would be really nice. It comes with this case came with 2 fans, one in the front, one in the back. So I installed another fan in here in the bottom here to cool the hard drive. It does have a 4 terabyte external hard drive and a 512 gigabyte SSD for the main OS. It doesn't have an M2.2, sadly. They too are expensive, and I'll eventually get one, but right now I'm pretty satisfied for what I have right now. It doesn't really bother me. Let's see what else I have installed. I do have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. As you can see, I have Wi-Fi, and I got this Wi-Fi right here, and I'll show you guys. This board never came with actual Wi-Fi, but it did come with a Wi-Fi adapter. Not adapter, but port. As you can see back there, you'll see how, yes, there's an antenna out there because our foster animals decided to rip the white one, and it was going to be attached next to that one, and fortunately I'm stuck with that. Unfortunately, if you guys can tell me where I can get like another one, like kind of these, and then a small, really small, thing like that, let me know, and so I can go buy one. And that's pretty much what's installed right now. I don't have really else installed besides what I see. It was a pretty easy process to install the motherboard. I installed the motherboard first, and then I installed all the components later. And yeah, it's a pretty good PC. I really like it with 56 total gigabytes of RAM. I'll post an image on my community tab of what my CPU and stuff are like that. But beyond that, it's a pretty cool PC. Let me know what you think compared to my old video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.